Let's get into it. Busy. I'm waking up early in the morning, get my hustle on. If you go to war with me, I hope your money long. Told him I ain't here for the games or you sing along. If there's money out here and I can't eat, then we can get along. Let's get into it. Get along. Yeah, I'm hot, boy.
What's good? Good morning, it's your boy DJ Dooya.
And I'm Biz.
And we up for debate, man. What's good, man? Good morning, Biz. What's going on, bro?
Same different day, man. You know how we get down daddy duties in sports. That's all we live, really.
Yeah, that's a fact. So before I wanted to talk to you about this stuff, like in the behind the scenes, but I didn't even get to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, scholastic sports right now is not, I don't want to say it's not at the level that we want it to be, but for us in this community around here, I just don't think that it's highlighted as much as it should be.
Nope.
And I think that's our job as, content creators and people that have played the games and we coach them and put effort into it, and our friends are coaching and they put a lot of effort into it. I just think that we should start doing like interviews with coaches, players, and stuff like that in the area.
Yes, we need to get big into that, because I feel like a lot of the kids, when we was growing up, you couldn't pull us off a basketball court, you couldn't pull us off a baseball field, you couldn't pull us off a football field, soccer field, lacrosse. You couldn't pull us off of it, man. We would be sick for school, but be crying to our parents, no, we don't want to miss practice, we don't want to miss. Like, we was really, really heavy on it. And I feel like it's gone kind of downhill too. I agree with you when it's kind of gone downhill, where it's not, the spotlight's not on it as much. When we got a lot of talented kids from Kingston, Newburgh, Ontario, Saugerties, New Paltz, man, Poughkeepsie. We got a lot of talented coaches, players, and that I think we do really need to start getting involved more. So, that's our job, though, to reach out to these coaches, which we are going to do a better job. We just trying to get the viewers up, but I feel like we are going to reach out a little more. I got a nice coach, Coach Dale Kuhout, that I've been talking to. He's a New Paltz assistant coach out there, and they had a great season. A couple of standout players that been talking to him, and he wants to come on and do a little love. I also been talking to trying to get in touch with JJ's mom. I want to get JJ on here for a little.
I was gonna say let's definitely get that. I would love to have Tay Fisher eventually up here.
I mean, even Jesse. I would love to have Jesse here.
A great coach.
Keith Simmons.
Another legend. I want these. That's definitely what I want to do in the future. I just think we want to elevate a lot of the people in the community that really put in time into this stuff. Rob Dassey's, the Steve Knox's, people that really meant a lot.
The ones that really, really put the foundation for us.
Yeah.
I don't know who put it for them, but the Dassey's and the Steve Knox's and the Eric Chambers and stuff like that. Dave Brown. He passed.
Even Coach Winecoop.
Coach Winecoop.
Always hear glowing things of these individuals that I'm mentioning. I hear glowing words for 20 plus years of these people.
Winecoop is
they don't want the accolades, but I feel like we deserve to give it to them, and they deserve it all, man.
Yeah, Winecoop especially, Coach Palmer. Man, there's just so many coaches that I was able to watch, train other kids, and learn stuff from them. And even, like I said, Coach Palmer and Coach Winecoop, they're the coaches that go out there and teach you. And then when you start talking trash, they're like, oh, you think I can't do it?
Right.
Check up. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got to respect them, man. I love them, man. Listen, anywhere I see Coach Winecoop, Coach Palmer, I stop what I'm doing and hey, what's going on, man? Nothing but the utmost respect. So we really do have to reach out to these guys, man, and get them more involved. Even some of the semi-pro players I played on the field
all
with.
Of that, bro.
Chris Easter, we got one coming up, actually. He's like my number 3 receiver of, like, probably my number 2 or 3 receiver, arguably, that I played with in semi-pro. You know what I mean? He's going to come on later on and talk about our Coach Prime Time stuff, you know what I mean? But we definitely. I want to get more big into that right there, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's I love it. So we're on the same page with that, man. So let's definitely dive into that and start turning it up. Pause.
Yeah, on that big time.
Pause. But I feel like I gotta say pause for everything nowadays. They making videos of my pause moments and all that.
Yeah.
Morning, my brother, Young Lev. Yo, what's good, man? We need your Jay
Bless upon
Z.
your rising, Rolex. Bless upon
We need
your
your
rising,
Jay Z verses, God. I'm gonna hit you later, though. I'm gonna hit you later. We're gonna talk about that Jay Z's verses and all that. But
oh man,
yeah, the next one we kind of confirmed it tonight or this morning. Me and Quab behind the scenes, we're gonna do producers next. So it's gonna be beats. So that's gonna be fire.
I like that.
Maybe producers and stuff. All right. So let's get into this sports debate, man. This morning, or just do the run. We'll get the rundown of what happened last night. LeBron James took his ass back to Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, Anthony Davis only played how many? 8 minutes did he say?
8 minutes. 8 minutes, score 1 point, man. Listen, all of us can't play like Michael Jordan when we got the flu. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of us can't play like Mike. I feel like you shouldn't even step your ass on the court. I feel like that was a decoy ploy or so a decoy setup. We got AD, you know what I'm saying? They're like planning to have AD on the court. Didn't work out like that. LeBron should have went there, being that's where he was started his career, left, came back and won the title. LeBron should have came there on some, this is still my home, and drop. He should have been the one dropping 43. But
I don't feel like is Cleveland really a threat, bro? I feel like they're a threat.
They're a threat. Listen, with the addition of Donovan Mitchell, Cleveland I felt like was that scary threat, that threat that you was like, yo, we might lose a game against them in this play-in or something like that. Or we might end up losing 2 or 3. They could be the team that can can beat a decent team. If there was a 5th spot, I feel like they could beat a 4th-ranked team. You dig what I'm saying? And pull up upset. With Donovan Mitchell, the addition of that guy, man, that man's
for me. I feel like they're this year's Miami. Like how Miami was last year, that's Cleveland.
And I like that.
I think they'll be in the Eastern Conference Finals, bro, against one of them teams, either Boston or Milwaukee. I can see it.
I can see that too. Depending on where they fall and how that playoff schedule fall out, I can see that too. I could definitely see that. That'll be a good look for them. You know what I mean? Let's talk about Miami. Your little baby goat, 34. I mean, in the loss, 34.
Baby goat, man, baby goat. Yo, baby goat goes. Somebody said, okay, yeah, Cleveland in the blood, man. Let's say it. Cleveland in the blood, man. Cleveland in the blood, man. You know it.
Go. As soon as they say Cleveland, Cleveland pulled the. I didn't want to call it an upset. I don't want to call it an upset. I don't want to call it an upset. Yeah. I call it Cleveland did what they were supposed to do. They didn't let LeBron come in there and act like it was still his home, even though LeBron should have came in there like, yo, this is mine. Right. I made this place. They came in there and was like, listen, you built the home, but we did some renovation when you was gone.
Yeah.
So
that first game that he went back to Cleveland back in 2010 when he first went to the Heat, Miami. Yo, that was the illest game. That's one of the illest NBA games of all time.
Yeah.
Yo, they was the vitriol he had to fit. Yo, that was ill. That set the stage for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But back to Miami, man. Oh man, that was tough to watch. I actually was like, it was a back and forth game, but I was watching that game, and then I was watching the Lakers game too. So, and
no Cade Cunningham is kind of like,
where is he? What is he doing?
He's injured. He's still injured, I believe. I don't know what happened to him, but he's been gone for a while, man. Like, it's not good.
I wasn't high on him. I wasn't really high on him.
I was. I looked at him like I ain't gonna say no Westbrook, but I looked at him like they're gonna look at this and they're gonna be like, what? But he can have that like AI effect, that Allen Iverson effect when his game is at top peak.
What?
Yes, that boy's a walking bucket. Like I don't want to understand. He can give you 15 and 10, 15 points, 10 assists. He can give you that with who he got. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he has an AI effect where he can actually make Pistons a good. AI didn't make the Sixers a good team right away.
No.
You know what I'm saying? He came out, did his numbers, crossed up Mike. Oh my goodness, who is this kid? Yeah, he's a kid from Georgetown. Like, you didn't read up on this kid? Like, I knew about AI since Georgetown. Like,
of course, we all did.
My favorite players of all time. Allen Iverson, Damian Lillard, favorite players of all time for me.
Like, coming up, it was always Iverson versus Marbury. That was like the thing.
That was the thing. Yeah, you know what I mean? And, we can say we can say they both had good careers, and AI did better than them.
Yeah,
but like, let's not forget, Marbury was dangerous when he was with Kevin Garnett, man.
He was dangerous. Period. Like,
period.
I remember that one All-Star game when it was the East. He was on the East on New Jersey, and they was going at it. It was Iverson on the East, and Kobe was on the West. They was going. That's like the best All-Star game I remember.
Then they was taking it real. Like, yo, we All-Stars out here. We got a ball, man. Like, we ain't trying to let this other side show us up. Like, it's bad enough if the West wins in the All-Star game, then the West wins the damn championships. It's like,
yeah, back then the West
East Coast ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, West was tough. After that, after Mike retired, that the West had, it was juggernauts.
They was juggernauts, man. Mike was keeping the East alive, man.
Well, San Antonio won in '99, but after that, the next East Coast team to win was Detroit in 2005. So yeah, I mean the Lakers won 3 and then Spurs won 1. So the Spurs won 2 in that span. So it was all West domination. Definitely.
Domination, bro. West dominating the whole time. Then you got the Mavericks Nuggets game is really, that's nothing to talk about unless you want to talk about Tim.
I was going to talk about. I didn't watch it. I only put in bets for the prop bets for it to see who was going to score this, score that.
Luka did exactly what I knew he was going to do. Once I picked him to score 30, his bitch ass only scored 22.
I actually picked him under that night. I couldn't stay up.
That was good. He got 22. It was Tim Hardaway Jr. that had the big game. So him and Aaron Gordon, they both had the big games for the Nuggets and Denver and Dallas. They both had the big games for them. That was a weird game though. Maybe it was a good one because at the end they was trading 3-pointers, so that's what made it good at the end. But other than that, man, it was.
How did it end up? Because I didn't see. Was it a game-winning shot or something?
I think Dorian Finney-Smith hit the last 3. They traded threes, and then Dorian hit the last 3, and then there was a turnover. I believe they got a turnover at the end of the game.
Where is Contavious Caldwell-Pope? Where's
He's
Casey?
on Nuggets, I think.
He's on the Nuggets. Okay,
yeah. I
like his game, man. I feel like Lakers really fucked up getting rid of KCP and Caruso.
Caldwell-Pope, McGee, they got rid of their whole championship bubble squad once they got one and try to get younger and faster because they felt like they predicted they was gonna be playing Golden State or one of these other small ball teams and went and traded your big man game for small ball, and look what happened.
Because I liked LeBron at the point guard position. To be honest with you,
LeBron at point guard. Yeah. Because he has the ball in hand. He can do whatever he wants. He can score if he needs to, or he can get somebody the ball to score in a good position. Like they're not gonna be what they was, man. Like they had a great formula. They should have kept that bubble squad formula and brought it right back. Because you was winning your games with defense, really. You was making teams have to shoot threes from deep. And if they come in the paint, it was very, very well contested with your big men and all that. Like you literally gave up all that with predicting you might be facing the Golden State Warriors or another fast small ball team next year and didn't even get nowhere next year. Like, make that make sense, man.
Yeah, that's
that make sense. Like, why? If you got the championship squad, I don't give a fuck if it was at the YMCA. You hear what I'm saying? All right, we gonna keep the same squad and go to the Kingston High School to the next tournament. You dig what I'm saying? Like, why would we change the recipe up?
Yeah,
we cook well with it. Like, why would we do that? And that's what they did, man. It's terrible, bro. Terrible decision to do that.
One thing I do notice is that they go harder for Darvin Ham than they did for Frank Vogel. You can 100%. See that they believe in Darvin Ham and his approach.
I don't even think it's just about believing. I think once Frank came there and got that first of all, Darvin Ham looks like he's the type of person to tell LeBron, sit down, I'm talking.
Right.
You hear what I'm saying? He looks like LeBron, sit down, I'm talking, I'm the coach. He looks like that type of person. Frank Vogel he's trying to tell a deep speech, and LeBron can be like, yeah, so like I was saying yesterday, and he'll sit there and listen to LeBron. Interesting, LeBron. Very, like, that's not it, bro. You don't need a coach that first of all, LeBron, you beat them when they had Paul George in Indiana. You beat them.
Yep.
You better go pick a coach that you like, that you beat, bring him over here, try to get him a ring. You got him a ring, and then it was like, oh, it didn't work next year, the year after, let's get rid of him. He shouldn't have been here to begin with.
Yep.
Me personally, he shouldn't have been here to begin with. They could have won a ring with Tyronn Lue or anybody. They could have won a ring with anybody. You dig what I'm saying?
He's a great coach too, Tyronn Lue.
Fucking immaculate, bro. He's a fucking immaculate coach, bro. You know what I mean? But
okay, we got your guy in the building, man.
Yeah, let's get into this Coach Prime. We're gonna skip over to the NCAA. We'll come back to NBA pick.
What's
my
good,
boy Mo Stray, what's going on?
What's going on, man?
This is arguably my number 2 or number 3 best favorite receiver in semi-pro, man. Arguably.
Okay.
Arguably. And he dances on you. And he gives you.
I know the
him?
other guys. I know the other guys, so I respect them too. So.
It's only really Chris. So it's like Chris, really, to me.
I mean Nard too. Nard is
RB2. He's gonna be third because Nard's hip don't work no more.
I mean that man taught me a lot, so I gotta give him credit where credit's due. You know what I'm saying?
It's good that we talk about the Coach Prime shit because my man Mose, he celebrate like Coach Prime.
All right, yo, before you go, right? I just want to preface this, right? Because I've been wanting to say this, and I've been saying it on a lot of social media and stuff like this. And we talked about this on Saturday before it really got deep into the media. But I want to say this, man, and I gotta come make myself a little larger on the screen. Listen, man, y'all niggas, man, and I hate using that word sometimes, but y'all boys never ever stepped foot on an HBCU campus.
Oh, I have. My cousin went to Savannah State.
Wait, just give me a second. Y'all don't know nothing about it. Never been in them dorms. You never had to wake up and go to the class. You don't know nothing about it. So it's for the people out there that's making comments and don't know anything about it, shut the fuck up, man.
True.
So I just wanted to say that. All right.
True that.
Seriously, please.
True that. A lot of them ain't even giving back to these communities, but they want to talk about them.
At all.
I think the best thing I heard about this was we literally criticized black coaches not getting opportunities, but the minute they get opportunities, we still complaining.
Right.
How does that even make sense? We got a man that put so much in his community. I mean, his contract was 4 years for $1.5 million. That means $1.5 million throughout his whole 4 years. This man gave half of his salary back to the school. On top of he has to pay a buyout clause for that last year that he is not fulfilling.
Oh wow!
I mean, granted, the man is getting $5 million a year at Colorado. He signed a $29.5 million contract for 6 years. Yep. I mean, you can't be mad at that. But on top of this, like, the man has put so much into it, resources. The man reached out to his guys like Michael Strahan to get suit and ties for his guys. You know what I'm saying? With JSU on them. You don't see other SWAC or any other black community. Like, we not doing that. A lot of coaches, they're there because that's the only opportunity they got. So they gonna stick with what they can have. Like Dion said it the best, man. You either elevate it or terminate it. There's no graveyard for coaches at these universities, especially like we get mad at Deion Sanders, but let's talk about the Texas coach. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't he at USC a few years ago getting drunk on the job and not protecting some of these parents' kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine imagine if that was a black head coach. His coaching career would have been over. It would have never been able to flourish after that. So understand that even the high school team. Exactly. And maybe not even, because you know what? Some of these high schools wouldn't want to touch him. Especially with he went to rehab for alcoholism, and then you get an opportunity to coach on Coach Saban's staff. Like, how many guys get the opportunity to go to Alabama and recreate their whole career?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And then get an opportunity to coach at a university like University of Texas. That's rare. That's rare. That's rare. You're talking about a national champion university with resources of a whole state that's bigger than a lot of these other states. Bigger than Colorado.
Way bigger than Colorado.
Way bigger.
Way bigger.
And I just wanted to say real quick, if y'all, I went to a HBCU, so I could talk.
School you
like
went to.
I know
What school you went to?
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know what I'm saying? I
That's
went
how
to
know- that's
Virginia
how I know
Union.
When we was
Okay.
talking about Adulia, that's why when we was talking about Adulia, I was like, yo, I was thinking more from the coach's stance, like that's what we talking from the coach's stance, because you've been to the HBCU. You feel what I'm saying? So you know what it means for them to have Dion for another year or two to give him a full recruiting class to make him to keep him competitive. You know what I'm saying?
I loved every minute of it, but it was rough, man. It's not. You know what I mean? It's limited resources. We right in the middle of Richmond, Virginia, and they tell you can't even go off the campus, or you're gonna get tore up by some of these vandals and stuff. So,
damn.
It's tough.
I get people's emotions of being upset. I mean, that he brought some greatness to that university. You know what I'm saying? I understand. It's kind of, I look at it like the Lincoln Riley effect. That man was groomed to be the Oklahoma great. And he took a better opportunity for him and his family. Can't knock a man for that. You know what I'm saying? Can't knock a man for that. But I'm looking at that transfer portal. I got a couple names written down, and I think with the way Dion recruit, I think that's another reason why they mad, because nobody's recruited like Dion.
I don't even think it's them. You know who he's gonna piss off? Them Coach Sabins.
He already been pissing them off. Remember, they wanted Travis Hunter
Clemson
so bad.
Clemson lost like 8-9 players in the portal. Alabama lost like 17, bro.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm saying?
That's the first time. I think sometimes they need to feel that.
Yo, there's like 1,000 kids in this portal. It's the prime effect. That's the prime effect, man.
So let me ask you, Mos, how do you feel that the NIL will come into play with his movement to Colorado?
I think it's gonna play a big part. Only for his guys. I mean, there's gonna be other guys who want to sign because of the NIL, but I mean, I think the first people that he gonna try to get the bag to is his son, who's already been getting the bag. Guys like Travis Hunter. He got to take care of in-house first. And at the end of the day, you know what? That's probably the smartest thing he could do, because he got those guys that come to Jackson State to take a little bit of NIL money. Yeah. Now imagine what these guys are going to get now. They got thousands. You know what I'm saying? I mean, his son got more than what normal kids in that HBCU would, but, that's expected. But I think the millions that these kids are going to be making at this university is well-deserved. You got guys like Travis Hunter who spent a year in HBCU to understand what the underprivileged facilities feel like. Yeah. You got it, and people don't even give Prime enough credit. His first year, he almost died.
Right.
He almost died.
Right.
And he was on the sideline.
That's a fact.
In his walker, still trying to coach a team, and they didn't even have a bad year. They had a pretty okay year. Okay. And then to be back-to-back SWAC champions, everybody that he does recruit to that university deserves some part of that. Yeah. Yep. Some part of the pie. You know what I mean?
The man said he's bringing luggage with him, and it's Louis.
How do you feel about this? His son, him basically giving the starting quarterback role to his son in Colorado. Do you feel like he needs to really go out there and earn it?
Yes. I mean, to be honest, let's look at Colorado's record. Okay, now if they had a quarterback that played well enough to challenge this dude was at HBCU and he was in the Heisman conversation. Let's say that again. A FBS quarterback was in a HBCU getting Heisman looks. No quarterback at Colorado was even getting Pac-12 looks. You know what I'm saying?
The portal is what makes it different. Bro, Clemson just lost their quarterback.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna bring in a quarterback that's gonna you got to understand as a father and
I get it. As a father, we're looking.
I think this is the best opportunity for him to get his son drafted in the first round.
And we talked about it too. That Dion's gonna make sure his son is trained by the.
Of course, I mean, the dude's godfather is Tom Brady. Okay,
that's crazy.
Let's not
I didn't even know
who else in their off season is training with Tom Brady?
Bro, yeah, I didn't know that. That's OD, man.
That's his godfather.
And he's sponsored by Tom Brady. He rocks his clothes. I just think that's gonna be a different dynamic because I always was like, yo, Deion's an Under Armour guy. Colorado is Nike. How is this going to play out? Is Deion going over? Because he already said he changed. He already said he changing the jerseys. But can you change the brand of the school? Is that possible?
Joe, listen, it's prime. No, we talking about the prime effect. You haven't seen it. Do you? That's your word. Because you said it the other day. Prime effect, man. I'm telling. I was like, no, man. Next year they're not gonna have this winning record. He was like, it's the prime effect.
I tried to down it at first, but then I sat back and thought about it. Like, this is Deion Sanders. Like, he's like one of them Joel Osteens on the football field or something, man. He's giving you a lot of like motivation and stuff. And then it's not like for me, for instance, I wasn't a great player. Like in that, I got injured a lot. So when I talk to the kids, they not enamored by me. But when you talk to Prime could just be like, hold on, man. Let me just return these punts and stuff.
What somebody said yesterday, if you got a chain, if you even mention swag, you got it from that man. It don't matter if your father taught you because your father got it from him, or your cousin got it from him, or your coach looked at him and knew what. If somebody got it from that man. That man was wearing chains before he even got drafted.
Word. Dirty chains.
It was him. It was me growing up, man. I'm telling you, it was Deion and Michigan, Fab Five. Like, they was the swag for me growing up.
I mean, listen.
I remember going all through Bailey and seeing all I used to see back then, man.
Yep.
We was in middle school.
I think Prime got a, I mean, even if you ain't never get to live, because some of these kids are born in 2000s, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some of these kids are only 18, 19. So the 2000, 2002, 1, so some of these kids didn't get to live to see him, be as great as he was. But
with the Jerry
it still don't matter. There's certain players, I think, when Tom Brady is done, that is another player that regardless of when you are born, you're gonna know who he is. And even now, there's still things I find out about Deion that I did not know previously. I
didn't know that what's his godfather, what's his son's godfather.
Yes, man.
You told me that.
Yes,
that's different type of defensive reads.
Holy shit. You gotta understand, man. That even shows his effect. This man is a corner, and he got guys like quarterbacks that look up to him. You understand? Like Tom Brady's regardless of how you feel about him. I'm a Jets fan. Of course, I hated him when he was on the Patriots, but I will respect him.
That's my man.
Yeah, man.
Another Jets fan, man.
Lonely life, man, for us.
Listen, at the end of the day, we got to admire a lot of good players.
Oh snap! I don't want to. I just want to say this because it just came through the news line. Aaron Judge is staying with the Yankees for $360 million in 9 years.
Damn, Lord. Who else they gonna put on that team? That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, I'm a Yankees fan, but goddamn, can we get our pitching right? I mean, that's a whole different story. But
wow,
I mean, I'm glad that man got his money. I'm always for anybody getting their money, especially anybody of ethnicity. A lot of us deserve it. A lot of them work their ass off to get it. So you know what? Man, that's a homegrown talent right there too. So. But hey, man,
bro, I'm glad. Yo, we need to have you on more, man. I'm glad.
No, I love
whenever y'all need it, man.
You know what's crazy is tomorrow we're gonna because we didn't get into our NCAA top 4 and how we feel about who's in this top 4 right now.
I got my list. I got my list.
So yeah,
I already know.
So tomorrow morning, man, we got to get you back on early, and we can probably do the longer show tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow, and
we can do the longer show tomorrow, bro. So if you down tomorrow, we get.
Yes, sir. Let me know. I'm ready, man. Yo, I appreciate you fellas though. Y'all got a great platform here. I love the conversation. I think we need more of this. We need more guys who's willing to, have serious conversations, have also great sports talk, and are educated on what we talking about. Because we got 3 sports guys here who know exactly what we talking about. This ain't about feelings. This is about facts.
Yeah,
so I appreciate you, fellas.
No doubt, bro. Everything's up for debate here, bro. We appreciate you coming through, bro.
Thank you, guys. I have a good one. All right.
Yep.
Yes. Yo, do ya, man. So we didn't get into our NBA picks today, none of that, because it was a short show. But yo, tomorrow we live at 8:00 sharp. We're gonna be ready. We're gonna be active. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have our long little 45-minute show tomorrow. But yeah, definitely tomorrow, NCAA top 4, man. Because I'm disappointed still, and I feel like there's gonna be a lot of blowouts. So
and yeah, we got to talk about because college basketball starting up too. So
yes. So we gotta get into it, get our viewers in there, because we got a lot of college basketball fans who I've been running to a couple of them. They like, man, when you talk college, I come on. I like to see what the future. I like to talk about the future, not the present. I'm like, man, but you know what it is, man.
Yeah, we out, man.
Let's get into it. I'm waking up early in the morning, get my hustle on.
Have a good day, Carp. You too, bro.
Yo, bro. I'm picking you up later, bro. When we whenever you hear me?
Hold on 1 second, bro.
Carp, have a good day, my boy. If this money out here and I can't eat, then we can get along. Let's get into it. Get along. Yeah, I'm hot, boy. I'm really hot, boy.